So guys, I hope you're all doing fine on the project I assigned you, the text adventure game, and hope you are doing well in your everyday life. Let's get started with this video. I'm really excited. I hope you are too, and that's why you're watching this video. Let's get started. So today we're going to be creating a simple MCQ quiz. If you have seen my announcement, which I said that it was an important one and you have to please, I request you to acknowledge it. If you have watched that, then you would know that two more videos are coming up. The USD to INR converters 2.0 update, and then the this one which we are creating right now, MCQ quiz. Let's get the preview right now. So guys, let's run this simply, and something like that is popping up. Connecting to kernel. Oh yeah. See, over here it came. Let us give you the first question. What color is strawberry? So first of all, I'm gonna get all the questions wrong, guys. Don't think that this color is strawberry, what color is watermelon, and what color are blueberries, and blah blah is gonna come. It's a very difficult, not that difficult, but it's a difficult biological quiz which we are gonna be creating with these questions. Which of the following acid present? But before that, let's get the preview up and running. So over here, let's get all of them wrong. So it's saying, oh bad, you got 0, because 0 by 3 is 0. So that's why, because any number divided by 0, when 0 is the dividend, then everything is gonna be 0 only. Over here, let's get 1 correct. Okay, let's get only 1 correct. It's saying nice try, keep getting better, you got 1 out of 3. Over here, let's get 2 correct. So A, C and A. So it's saying well done, you got 2 by 3. And over here it's saying A, C, B. Let's get all right. And then over here it's saying perfect, you got 3 by 3. So guys, I think you're all clear with the preview. Let's see what are gonna be the questions. So we have the questions. Bio questions. Which of the following acid is present in vinegar? Citric acid, oxalic acid, malic acid, or acetic acid? I think the answer is this because it's in bold, so it's correct. The rarest blood group is AB negative. The longest and largest bone in the human body is femur. So these are gonna be the questions. Only 3. You can expand them, but to make this tutorial quick and crisp, I'm gonna be making them only this much. So guys, let's get back to the Spyder IDE. You have, by the way, you need to be with Python and Spyder. If you haven't seen all the rest of the parts, please do. And if you're watching the part 5, the next part, then you have to watch the part 1. I'm gonna be telling that in detail in the part 5 itself. So guys, you would need Python and Spyder. Okay, so I'm not gonna be telling you very much about it, but yep, let's get started. So over here we have the Spyder IDE. Let's create a new file by closing all the tabs or going to file and clicking on new file. Let's save it. We're gonna be naming it something like 3 bio Q3, 3BQ3. That means 3 bio questions, and you have to get 3 out of 3. So it's not that good, but I got this name the best. 3BQ3. Okay, so let's start by writing simple the welcoming. So you know this, we always welcome our user first. If you have seen all my series, then okay, let's write over here welcome to the. Over here guys, we're gonna be going in this, so the easiest one, then more difficult, then the most difficult, which is which of the following acid is present in vinegar. Okay guys, so let's get started. Welcome to, I wrote 5 instead of 3. Let's write 3BQ3 and welcoming over. And by the way, I'm gonna go through the whole code again, at the end of the video tutorial, so you need not worry about that. Let's write the Q's. Okay, so here we're gonna be writing the Q's. So first of all, here some kids game. Wait a second, here's some kids game. Send this over here. Here's some kids game. Okay, let's write over here. You know what? We need this like this over here, but we are not able to. So we can do a very simple thing. See, now we can write it inside the string. So we can use a double quote instead of a single quote, and then we can write here, here a kids game, because it's not affecting. We have a double quote now, so that wouldn't affect now. But when we had single quotes, then the computer was thinking, the IDE was thinking that over here we have ended the string. So you can use the double quote and a single quote. By the way, the single quote is better looking, but sometimes you have to force. You get forced to just use the double quote instead of a single one. Over here, guys, simply let's write print the first question. You can search more questions, but I like that these. The link is in, so the questions are in the description just in case you need to copy paste. The longest and the largest bone in the human body is what? Okay, simple. Let's write the options. So let's print out. There are how many options? 4 options in each one of them. So okay, so print. Okay, as you can see, when we run it, it's coming. Welcome to the 3BQ whatever. Welcome to the 3BQ3. Here, a kids game. The longest and the largest bone in the human body is. Oh, here, guys, let's add 2 plain prints over here inside the welcoming. 2 plain prints, so that we have a real gap between the question and the welcome. Okay, let's save and run it and see how it's looking. Connecting to kernel, it's connecting, and then it would automatically show everything. Okay, so it's getting separated by 2 blank prints, so that there is a little kind of 2 enters. And then here, a kids game. The longest and the largest bone in the human body is. Before this, we can put a simple print like this, because the description, and there should be a matter in the there should be a, you know, a difference in the description and the question. So over here it's like, over here it's looking like it's the same, but when we press when we put an enter, it looks better and better. So let's get the first option, part A, spinal cord. And obviously we need it in no caps lock, so I'm gonna be warning the user also for no caps lock. A, spinal cord. Okay, over here let's write B, humerus. Humerus is on the arms. You know, I am in grade 5 and this was a recently covered topic in my grade. I remember it very well. Okay, so let's write, yep, B, humerus. Okay, over here let's write the C part. Over here let's write in a bracket, C is fibula, but the correct answer is femur. So let's write And don't think that this is getting a science class. It's still a coding tutorial because it's feeling like it's a science class. Okay, so everything is working just fine. Over here, D, femur, is the correct answer. So before the cues, we're gonna be creating one more section. But let's get over with the questions first, and then we're gonna be starting with the other ones, the variables. Okay, so now over here we can name it question 1. Let's take out question 2. Okay, it's gonna be the question 2. I'm just gonna copy paste this. Here's a free tip that always copy paste which you want to keep a little same and then make the changes so that it's easier to write and not like write the whole thing that we're doing over here. Okay, the next one is the rarest blood group. Okay, so I'm gonna put a question mark over here and let's select everything, press Ctrl C and paste it over here. Okay, I'm gonna work on the description 1 second later. Okay, the rarest blood group is O negative. We have O negative at the first part, at the first option. We have B negative at the B part. Wait a second. Yep. Now we have the AB positive at the C option. In the C option. Wait a second. I did not copy it correctly. Okay. At the C part we have AB plus, and the correct answer we have at the D again, AB, negative. So I think we're all getting a scientific lecture with coding over here. You know now what's the rarest blood group and you know what's the longest and largest bone in the human body. Over here, let's write, let us start playing an adult's game over here, and let's start over here by writing hashtag Q3 rescue Q3 over here. Let's copy paste this again and let's write now to the game of senior citizens because it's getting more difficult. Let's write the next question. Which of the following acid is present in vinegar? So let's write this and let's get the options. Citric acid. So let's write citric acid over here. Second, let's select this and press Ctrl V to write citric acid. Now the correct answer, which is acetic acid. That's Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Now oxalic acid and malic acid. You know what? I just know a lot about citric acid because whenever I eat a lot of chips, my mom says there is a lot of citric acid present. So if you eat them in a lot of quantity, in a big quantity, then you will damage yourself. So I just know a lot about citric acid. So over here, the correct answer is B, acetic acid. So over here, we're gonna be creating some variables. Answer question 2. This is gonna be the first one. It's gonna be an input. Okay. And that's gonna be a string, so don't worry about putting it in a class. Over here, answer question 1. is gonna be equal to again an input which is officially a string and we want it to be a string. Over here, answer question 3 should be actually equal to an input again, and we need not change its class because officially it's string and we need a string. Let's get started with Vars. So over here, let's name it. Let's name some variables. Correct answer 1, K1 is gonna be equal to D. Okay, so the correct answer for the first question is D femur. Let's write D. K2 is gonna be equal to D again, because the rarest blood group is AB minus, AB positive, negative, and K3, that's gonna be equal to B, because acetic acid is the correct answer that's present in the vinegar. So guys, now inputs are there, we need some ifs. So let's start by writing some ifs. So let's write ifs, baby. Okay, let's write if. First of all, let's code the question 1. AQ1 equal to, if AQ1 equal to is equivalent to K1. Okay guys, if you have seen my Python series in detail, more like the part 1, 2 and 3, then you would know this. But then for people who don't, I'm gonna be telling about the EA Vars. You can just skip this part. You can just go to the next timestamp because all the timestamps are in the description. I'm gonna be telling about those who are new to my channel, please subscribe to. Okay, let's write if AQ1 equal to K1, which is the correct answer, then we should make the score. So we have to create one more variable. Score is gonna be equal to 0, and then score is gonna be equal to itself plus 1. Okay, let's write if. I'm gonna make a lot of enters so that it's easier to see, because then we have to see this on the edge of the screen. If AQ2 equal to the K2, then score is gonna be equal to score plus 1, and we need not code else after the if, because if it's not equal, then it would remain 0 and it would not add plus 1, so there is no sense of doing so. And I'm gonna be telling you what else, if else statement is after completing this. So raising my else announcement just would have created some doubts in some people. So over here, let's write score is equal to score plus 1. So plus 1 itself. Okay, so now let's talk about the EA Vars. So guys, basically it's very simple. 1 is equals to, so let's tell you, let me tell you why am I going to take up EA Vars. It's like, because if some are getting confused that why did we put 2 is equals to over here and 1 is equals to over here, this is for them. Let's write over here, this 1 is equals to is used for assignment. Okay, I did not make them a comment. And 2 is equals to are used for equality. So equality, we are using 2 because we need to check the equality between AQ1 and CA1, and over here we are assigning a value to this variable, and that's why we are using 1 is equals to. So I think it's all clear. Let's get to else, and if you know what else statement is, then please skip this also. There are timestamps, you can just head on to the next timestamp. Over here, let's talk about else's. So basically else's is like if x is equals to x, then do blah. But if it's not equals to, then if it's equal to anything but x, then else blah, blah. So if statements do something when a certain condition is met, in this case the certain condition is x when x and x is equality is the same. So when basically x variable is equals to x variable, and then you have to do blah. And if it's not true, then if it's something else, if x is not equal to, if supposing x is equals to 1, and over here let's change it to y, and y is equals to 1.1, then it would perform the else action. But if it's not true, if it's 1 and 1, x and y are both 1, then it would perform the if action. I hope you're all clear with the else statements too. Let's get started with the last ENDIE. Okay, let's start by the ENDIE. Okay, so now over here we're gonna be printing out if score equals 0, then what should we write? We should write print oh please retry, cause we now for me, because I have to use double quotes, I'm using a single quote, so I have to use a double quote right now. Cause you got 0 out of 3 is equals to 0 out of 3. You can write 0 also, but I'm just realizing her that out of 3 you got 0. Realizing him or her. So let's say the user. If score is equals to 1, oh I wrote minus instead of these equals to sign, is equals to 1, then you write print. You can change the messages, by the way. Keep trying. You can do it once. You got 1 out of 3. Okay, and let's write if score equal to 2, I think it wasn't a typo. Typo is like a typing error. Again, we have to use double quotes. My bad. I think it wasn't a typo. I think it is a typo. It was a typo. If it is not, good luck trying again. You got 2 out of 3. Simple. Okay, let's write over here if score is equals to 3, then what should we do? Then we should print brilliantly perfect. You got 3 by 3, 3 out of 3. Okay, so let's save it and run this. Welcome to the 3BQ3. Here a kid's game. The longest and largest bone in the human body is, let's get all correct right now, all wrong right now. Let us start playing an adult's game. Over here we wrote one thing wrong. And over here guys, we should add enter between these inputs also. So after every input we're gonna be printing out nothing, so that it looks better and it looks more cleaner. Okay, let's rerun it. Okay, let's end this program once. Okay, here a kid's game. The longest and largest bone in the human body is Let us start playing an adult game. The rarest blood group is... please try. Please retry because you got 0 out of 3. Before that, let's warn our players also. This printout. Don't forget to turn caps lock off. Again, double quotes. I hate this. Okay, let's save it and rerun it. Now we're going to be getting 1 correct. So don't forget to turn the caps lock off. Here, a kid's game. Let's write the longest and the largest bone in the human body is what? Let's get this correct and the rest of them wrong. Keep trying. You can do it once. You got 1 by 3. Okay. Let's get 2 correct. So DD and A. I think it was a typo. If it was not. I wrote was not. If it was not. Grammar error. Let's retry it. Okay. I think it was a typo. If it was not, good luck trying again. You got 2 out of 3. Let's get some exclamatory marks. Let's get all correct now. So D, D, B. Brilliantly perfect. You got 3 out of 3. So guys, this is gonna be the end. Basically, you just learned how to create a simple quiz game in we can just get these out to talk about how many lines did you use. Did actually we use? Okay, let's take this ifs out and the EA was an ND out. So guys, basically you created a simple MCQ game in just 49 lines of code. Congratulations, this was the biggest Python code in my video. In this Python series, by the way, the biggest code which we wrote. And it was a lot fun. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye. And I'm really looking forward to the text adventure replies. And I'm looking more forward even for the recommended IDE. I'm gonna check my email more and more and more that I get replies from you. And guys, don't forget to provide your name too, because I actually don't know your name. See you. Bye. Until then.